last time doing more boss tech for our rat particle ball boss, Rat King man. Um, Offline, it was like a viewport, a change in deployment fixes. Um, so I'm long like when I eventually release, I ideally would like to release the phone and like desktop and web. So I need a like a visual layout that can translate better to phone. Um, and I also in general wanted the viewport to have like more verticality. Um, since like it's a vertical game. So oh, I can also hear you see I added just a simple color gradient background. I was just tired of looking at like the debug canvas gray. So yeah, it just goes from like to increasingly dark colors there. Um, but yeah, so in this like what's the word? This like square, more landscape mode, I put the UI on the sides. Because basically, I want the playable game area to somewhat match between like a portrait and a landscape mode. Um, so yeah, this you're still seeing. I have the dumb fill on that combo bar, but yeah, I moved the UI to the side. The like little warning, the death box is coming to get you is right here. Health, um, money, music mute. Um, so pretty much the same, except you are seeing getting the UI out of like the main game screen, seeing more total vertical. That's why the Vine script hasn't like caught up here. Its values are wrong now because you can see more. Um, and the cost in how much width you can see is very small. Um, so I think this it's an improvement in like game space. If I hop down, shop still works. Everything else is like as it was before. And I'll just see if I can power in this death box. See if it's always good to just periodically play through to make sure there are no unintended consequences lurking somewhere from some previous bug or feature fix. Oh, I got a combo for a second and lost it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, same debug text there. I just want to check how close I am to the top. Getting there. I was also thinking in that vein, talking about potentially putting like a progress bar in the left, all this like dead space on the left here. So you see how close you are to beating the level. You could also put the level text down there. I made it to the top. Cool. I was gonna put like the items you buy in the shop or pick up through upgrades as like growing up from the bottom. But that won't use up all the space, not by a long shot. Anyway, so the other view would be something like, I wonder why the views do. But it's set up to be 1280 by 720. Whoops. That's why. Well, or not 1280 by 720, the other way. 720 by 1280. Oh, I guess because I'm in WebGL mode, it didn't show because it was only showing me that before in what's it called, phone mode. So if I go, I have like deployment script here. It's the UI switcher, so it's like there's only one concept of an active UI group for other things to potentially listen to. Um, and the other deployment script is just like this deployment platform that's using Unity defines about target platform to set some variables that other things can then branch on. So just as an example, I can put something like I think Unity editor up here will trigger this first mode because it's an else if. Oh, whoops, I swapped scripts there. So yeah, now thanks it's in mobile portrait mode, it's gonna apply those sidebars on the camera differently, and it's gonna like canvas scaler is different as well. I don't think I can get it to 100% easily in a not portrait monitor, and I'm not gonna switch my monitor to portrait just for this. But I can just show us like a estimation-ish. So yeah, since we already have like a ton of vertical space in the portrait mode, we stack the UI above and below. You also need like own controls here, like on-screen buttons. Might not necessarily need on-screen buttons to take up this space and could zoom in more perhaps to still have a similar amount of game space. But I'm trying to click this. I'm like a clicker in World of Warcraft. It's madness. I'm not holding it like a phone. It's either slightly less, but I think it's partially because of the scale. But you get the idea here is that there's like an adaptive UI that checks the deployment platform and switches between modes based on that deployment platform to sort of try and compromise and reconcile the vastly different amount of screen space that's available on like a portrait phone versus like your average computer monitor where you would prefer a centered or a squarish or landscape type video or window, I mean. So yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is there were also bugs in deployment because I hadn't built WebGL and actually like deployed to the web and tried to play it in a long time. So yeah, there was an issue where the items in the shop, there was just like a baked-in assumption that like the shop upgrade list or whatever would load before the shop list. But in deployment, that turned out not to be the case. So I just had to change the load order there so that the load order so that the shop always loads after the upgrades. Because it's generating dynamic shop items from the upgrade list for the buyable version of that upgrade. Alright, let's switch back to the center or the square type landscape mode because I think that's much preferable to develop in. It's really only phone and portrait where you want the other one. So I'm annoyed that it got rid of my files though. They did have stuff in here. It wasn't just the built-in ones for phone. Add additional customs, but I guess they get saved to the profile. So I added a typo there. But yeah, so we get rid of the define, and we are back to like a square mode where the UI flips to the sides. So yeah, that was it. Oops, I messed up this. Oh, I see. I see. All right. So yeah, that's it for going over did last time in between. Today I'm just gonna continue on doing boss stuff. I haven't adapted the boss arena to the boss test level to the viewport change yet, so that's the first thing I got to deal with. And once that's done, though, I'm just gonna be looking to do these various polish steps, just to make it a bit more like nice as an overall thing. Mostly animations and stuff. But yeah, so let's start with this first one and load up the test level and see what needs to be adjusted. That'll be under resources, scenes, boss test. Yeah, you can, I guess you can see right away the screen space does not look correct. All right, let's head back to our main level. Let's take these camera properties, and I believe there's already a camera prefab, so let's go ahead and save these properties into that camera prefab. So now, if I head back to the other level, or is it a custom object we're dealing with, or is it an? It might just be good. Save, yeah. Main camera 18. I don't. Right. Maybe. Go look at that prefab. Is it correct in the prefab? Or is it like per override set already set? Oh yeah, so it's correct in the prefab. I'll just copy the prefab over. So it'd be like this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but I can delete this. All right. Is that fine? We happy with this? We hit a null value assertion. Let's find out what it is. What am I asserting? Oh, camera shake. Okay. And is that on? Say what object it's on. I could probably check in the call stack, but I'm not gonna. Just gonna look at this camera. I think it's just using okay, so the player has a reference to the camera. It should not be like this. All right. Let me see where that broke. Instead of asserting it's not null, let's check if it's null. And then try, if it is null, try and get it off the main camera. And then if it's still null, you can assert. Which we can just put there because the check already, if it's not null, we wouldn't have gone in here in the first place. All right. Let's see if that fixes it. I'll just make that's like a slight quality of life thing there where just try. Nope. But this shouldn't be on awake. It should be on start. Do I have to do on start or can I just write a start? Yeah, I can. Okay. Because this is a derived class, so I think if the base class were doing this, it could be a problem and it might not be called. But we can just do private void start. Okay. How about now? We got still null. Okay. Why is that? Oh, I didn't I didn't save the thing I got. All right, third time for sure. Okay. Good start. But we will need to add on our Vols controller right here, I think that new deployment script to want the new deployment script to like actually give us a realistic picture of the realistic picture of the what's it called? The game area before we start messing with the tile maps. All right. So what happened there is this I added deployment platform so it adds these camera viewport. But it's also assuming there's going to be a UI which I guess should just go to I guess it should go on this boss UI canvas instead. Is that technically well, it's supposed to go on the canvas. But I think it might. Is there a canvas scaler on here? Oh yeah, there is. But it should be set to this. And that. All right, we have. You can see the slightly reduced horizontal area, but I think there is more vertical area here. Oh, and there definitely is below, right? Because this used to be this line used to be the previous edge of the screen, or even slightly higher. Just jumping around. Gonna come back up here, yeah. I can get to the end real quick. That needs more up, I think. That's something, the type of thing I can do later today if there's time. Getting wrecked at the end. Killed. But I didn't know I was getting killed because I don't have any UI in here. So, let's go back to our main level. And again, like make a prefab out of our existing like game UI. Think if I don't want like the start and end and stuff. But I do want just the UI switcher thing. So that's GSM, Canvas. So yeah, I have this UI group switcher, and then there are these common groups like start, debug, and loss. I guess I technically want loss, but I don't care about that much right now. That's not really relevant for the boss test. So I'm just gonna. Oh, I guess I don't want to copy it. I want to prefab it so that it has like a single source of truth that it can then just re-inherit. So we go to prefabs and send canvas, drag over our UI group switcher thing. Okay, cool. We hop back to the other level. I wish there were a better way. Constantly getting lost in here. I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do about it. All right, we're in here. Back to, I guess having two layers of prefab is confusing. Technically, it'd be wasteful to have non-dynamically loaded prefabs in the dynamic load area. Anyway, I grabbed the wrong thing. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Oh no, already breaking. Oh, I guess these might have like static references to the player. Let's see, that would be my guess. Yeah. Player. Their money. Then in the portrait group. Well, money. And health. Okay. Couple problems I see. We're missing a clearing camera. You can see this top left here. It's like rendering every number and never clearing it back to the black background color. If I got a different amount of money, you could see it here too. And basically the problem there is the main camera is just not rendering in that viewport. So there's also nothing clearing that viewport. So we just need I'm gonna copy this from the main level. We just need a simple background camera that's just doing the clear. Too big. And it's a lower priority than the camera. Test. Yeah, BG camera clear outside viewport. Alright, That worked, I think. Oh, I gotta get hit. Yes, okay, so we don't see the 10 anymore. So that worked. Then I'm thinking, if combo is basically about going up, maybe you don't get combo burn during bosses. I'm not sure if that makes it worse, but I feel like it also would feel bad to have a boss like this where you can't like meaningfully fill your combo. So I guess the two possibilities there would be just give you combos for surviving during the boss, and just giving you combo for surviving, or placing combo with boss health. I think I'm gonna add a note deferring that decision for now. A need to rethink role of combo during boss fights. Fights where you are constricted to an arena prevent you from. Why is this? This needs to be prevent you from being able to build up combo. Either change how combo is generated during bosses, or just don't enable combo during bosses, and place combo bar with boss health bar. Alright, so I had a note about that, but we're gonna not replace anything right now. Now we're just gonna add a secondary. We're gonna move our boss health bar, I guess. I think we need to integrate it into that same like deployment switcher, where this top bar might be appropriate for the mobile portrait mode, but we want vertical bar for the landscape mode. So I'm just gonna move the one I have now with landscape position. So I'm just gonna get it nice and set up in landscape, then switch over to portrait and tweak things as necessary. So find our boss health bar parent here. Cool. We want to move this. Well, I guess first let's make the health bar look like how it's gonna look, so it's easier to like think about arranging it. So I guess we just want to go like the other way. I mean, not 800. Over. Kind of want to like somewhat align it to the text. Let me just look at what the text is. This would be the landscape group, game group, health text. That's fine. Negative 410. Okay. So I was close, 408. Slightly too big still, I think. And I think I want the text at the bottom. Yeah, we're not doing this anymore. Originally, I had a pattern of doing 960 by 7, like just having the screen resolution be the default for every UI element, then use the alignment controls and offsets to do it. But I found that to be problematic where things were intercepting raycasts that I wasn't expecting them to. And then I'm like going through and clicking everything and saying like, okay, are you blocking raycasts? Are you blocking raycasts? Very not good. Let's see. Does this look fine? I mean, it's where it's supposed to be. What is this? Oh, I forgot. I moved the bar, but not the bar's background. Yeah, so the bar's background is still horizontal. So this needs to be something like 45 by 520. Should also maybe slightly wider than that, 50 by 520. Yeah, and then we need not black anymore because the background is already black. So if you want it to like stand out as a background, you need. Oh, we're doing 0 to 1. Okay, that's 0 to 1. All right. You need that bar background to have like a concept of how much is missing. Although I wonder why is this alignment no good? Centered? Sure. It is moving. Right? I don't know. I'm not gonna like dig into the soul of how this works. I'm just gonna adjust it. Maybe even work. -2, I guess. Oh, this is the background. So yeah, that looks right now. Oh, it's probably greater than 1 scaling slightly. This is back to 0 now. Oh, yeah, it does need to be scaled slightly. For one. I'm not gonna figure out why right now. So, I don't like this background color. Let me get the twilight color from the gradient. We also have YouTube thumbnail here. That's not what we're here. This color. It is text number. So I just like having a slightly, I like having the UI area be like separated out. The background camera stays black because that's clearing the UI area, making this like the purple. I mess up something I didn't mean to? I feel like I'm seeing less space than before. It's not. Maybe I don't think I was paying attention to that before with the letterboxing, so possible that I already did that. So yeah. Let's just slightly move the text down a little bit. Oh, it needs to be a smaller number. Okay. Now we have to adjust the tile map so it fits in the new viewport. Which is like, I gotta say, I guess I'm specifically looking at the edges, but I feel like it's in here. It seems wider than I expected. But with the slightly additional vertical space, I think we can have like a middle layer of platforms without too much problem. So let me look again just to see where the current edge is. All right, it's like 2.5 tiles here. So oh, this is the game view. I want this view. It's moving over by 2 enough to see it. Let's find out really quick. Yeah, it's on the edge there. It's like pretty much perfectly where we want it to be. Um, let's move the other side over by 2. And then I think they need to does it all go down by 2 as well? Or actually, no, it doesn't. I'll just move the camera up. Well, do I want to just move the camera? I do want to just have the same camera properties everywhere, so I'll move it down. Change my mind all the time. I think I can just give it an offset, right? That seems like the easiest thing to do. Normally, you wouldn't want an offset like that, I think, but in this test level, it's fine. So where is our tile map? It's under platform 0. Put it down to like -2, -3. Cool. Cross control. Did this happen? What? I guess at the very first moment when it has 100%. I don't know. I actually have no idea how this happened. It's gonna happen again? How does that only happen sometimes? No, it's happening all the time now. I didn't mess with the. Oh, I see. That's so interesting. I'm like, how does moving the tile map down, how could this possibly be the problem? Here's the problem. The first boss hit here, well, first of all, it's not listening anymore. I don't know why. But the first boss hit, why is that specific? Well, I'll deal with that in a sec. But the first boss hit was putting it down to below 100% health. So that was in a world where the tile map was right under the dude, and there was never a frame before that first hit, this could get through. But I guess, I don't, pretty sure it's exactly 100%. It's not going to be correct. So I'm just going to max, I say constant K max stage index is this number. And then test stage index equals mathf lamp 0 K max stage index. There. What's the problem? What do you mean? Oh, I need the thing to clamp. Fair, fair. All right, back to moving this down. And our player. Okay, that fixed that bug. The UI now it doesn't want to move it up, but yeah, so the player UI is updating, but the boss UI is not. And also the camera is drifting in the X direction. I don't want it to. I guess it's a result of the screen shake. I'm pretty sure I tell it to lock its X. Yeah. So it doesn't, that might even be part of the problem that the screen shake is not storing the position. see, let me get hit here. Get hit. It's shaking. Make a note of that. I'm not gonna fix it right now. Screen shake bug where it doesn't find its way back. Lock X position in locked case. Cause locked can't get back to origin point. Relies on shake happening to put it in right. That's another bug to fix, but not one per. Okay. So next up, let's figure out what's wrong with our health bar there. Why are you not? Okay, it just lost its link to the rat. Oh. I guess it's given the link rat at like boss time. I guess because the boss is spawned in. Oh, I'm like, where's the boss control? I'm already in it. So maybe the controller doesn't have the right. No, it does have the reference. Oh, you know what that's why it looks so weird, because it's a horizontal bar. That's why I was offset. Ah, I'm dumb. All right, it's vertical now. Does that change anything? Look like it did. Yeah, things that definitely are. Guess let me pause the game here and look at. Okay, it still thinks it's filling 1. So let me go where the damage is supposed to happen. Damage taken per attack. Seems like I had problems here before. Maybe I accidentally undid a fix of some kind. It's trying its best to reload the game. I just need a better computer. I don't know. I guess viewers and such, do you ever be able to break into an already running Unity game? Because it seems to me I cannot. I have to stop the game, attach, wait for like all the good loading and stuff to happen, say, notice it's good, now I can launch the game. And I already clicked, it's just taking a very long time. Maybe it didn't register the click. Because this click always takes such a long. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, I tried clicking twice, now I'm just staring at Unity. One day it'll load, perhaps. I feel like I must be missing something. Is there something about my project that would make it uniquely difficult to bug? Oh, I finally went through. Finally registered a hit play. I don't know. Okay, so at least knows I hit play. It's trying. This shouldn't be here. Okay. Need this. Boy comes in. He lands. He's supposed to deal some damage to himself. 25. If I go into this, it's happening. I look at this. Base. Yeah, it says 175 out of 120. I guess it's just not sending the event. Maybe? I feel like I ran into this last week. I don't remember what the problem was. Step through the event. Yeah. Guess it doesn't think there's a subscriber. But I think it might be. Maybe there's like a hidden dependency on the boss controller I broke. Or I said like find me a canvas group or something. Yes. Oh, I remember. I saw this being inactive and I'm like, what the heck? Why is this inactive? Turned it on. That should not have been. I have to turn it back off. Now, or I guess turn this back off, turn this off. It needs this set active to like trigger the proper events to happen for it to set up the subscription. So if it just is already active because like, oh, that wasn't it. I guess it's the health bar only, not the parent. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's fixed. What else? Okay. Let me see how high I can jump here. I mean, this is I can go slightly higher than this, but not really. But I feel like I can add a like a tier 2. Maybe move this further over, like just by 1. See if that's still a reasonable jump. Move this over. Tell me, game. So I can potentially, hopefully, is that enough for the jumping rats? I think I would have to change the big guy's jumping behavior. He's going to be on the edge here. But I want to see if he spawns jumping rats in one of the upper holes, if this is enough. Alternatively, I think just giving it more, what's it called? Moving it up or giving them faster horizontal movement could also be fixes. I feel like I can't. Yeah, the screen shake really getting out of control. Doesn't have a like a anchor to follow. I think I intend to fix the screen shake thing, but I don't like how little you can see of the walls, even in like the normal case. So I'm gonna move these over one more. Then I can move I probably will move the, what's it called? It's back 1 as well. So I can just grab this whole thing. 1. Oh, you're killing me. Alright. Double check that. Yeah, that's more what I want, where you can like kind of see the entrance. You get a greater amount of warning. I also want an upper shelf here, I think, to make the ceiling rats feel less like random and cheap. But what I'm gonna do first, let's move up our upper jumping rats by 2. Game. All All right, 1, 2. Up over here as well. Okay. Then in the boss controller, I think it's just spawning at particular positions. Yeah, spawn top is at 2.5. I think it just needs to be at like 4.5, but I can double check that really quick with the player. Put the player at 4.5. Does he match? No. It's 3.5. Heck, how can it? This is surprising to me. Is that 2.5 before? How am I at 1.42 then? Huh. I have no idea. Maybe it just, I don't know. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna force it and see what happens. Oh, it's because I moved the canvas down. All right. I guess it was a bad idea to move the canvas down after all. Put this back at 0 and let's actually move all the tiles down instead. It's like once the tile map itself has an offset, the association in once the your tile map itself has an offset, you can't really kind of breaks a lot of the things you can assume. Anyway, so now is the player at like 2.5 or something? It's 7.5 still. Huh. Oh, I'm just gonna not gonna. Maybe this was wrong before, and that's why I wasn't seeing ads from the top. No. But I have it debug set to just true instead of rolling 50-50, so they will always spawn from the top. So let's see what happens. Oh, and the X's are wrong too. X's are now like 12, 13.5. 8.5 even still correct? Probably not. Yeah, no, it's -11. Okay, I see. All right. What I'm gonna do, because I want to get up and grab water really quick, and make myself a little safe zone. Just let it run for a second. And where I said B top is true, I'll put it back to 50-50. And then there should be, in theory, plenty of rats running around by the time I get back in like 30 seconds. Be right back. I'm back. Oh, I forgot he would kill himself eventually. But I did see as I was sitting down that it looks like they were spawning in the expected place pretty much, and sometimes we're making it to the middle platforms, but sometimes not. Yeah, it's close, see? I wonder if I just put it up one more if they'll consistently make it. I'm gonna try that before. If I doesn't, I'm gonna stop tweak. Well, I might tweak in the horizontal direction, but you just try one more. They're so close. You know, eventually gravity's gonna take over more than their horizontal move speed, but this might just be the difference. Seven five now it's 8-2. It's so different. Yeah, I guess it is right. 7-5. Alright, let's see if that makes them consistently make the jump. It does. I don't know if we need to do anything else except at our little ceiling. In terms of arena, at least. I guess we probably go through in portrait mode. I might put that at the end as like potential not go over. Okay. I think you could. Yeah. Yeah, same deal. They're like sometimes making it get more. Wonder. Yeah, I figure if I make it high enough, I can get him a little lip. But I don't want to give. I want the player to be able to jump in there, you know. And they're not like actually jumping; they're only falling. Ah, oh, so close. Maybe I just. What if I give them something to hop over? Just use a blocker to block the player. I think I tried this, but yeah, because the idea is it's like a lip no matter what. But I don't want to artificially. I want the level to just like naturally block the player if it's gonna. We give this one more in this direction. I guess that makes this jump for suspect, but this is a pretty stupid jump anyway. I could also move this down one, but that we want this jump potentially. Um, what if I just have a? Is it not a lip if I something like this? I can just have the ceiling move over one, right? And then it's still like a little tunnel for the player's purposes. If I do something like this. That works, right? Doesn't really constrict the jump. It gives you like no safe place to land. I think technically you might edge grab on that, but that's something I could disable without it being like obtrusive to your ability to jump. Technically you could have edge grabbed on it before. Oh, I can definitely sneak in there. Yeah, I feel like I just want to add player invisible walls just right here. I already have like a thing for invisible walls. Create a new 2D object sprite is wall. There's already a layer for this. Invisible wall, yes there is. Box collider, static rigid body. Make it pink. So it's obvious it's a debug thing. Basic square to use. Yep. We move it here. Something like that, like slightly offset of the thing. And then just way up. Let's make this like put on parent. Call this invis-wall left. Copy it. Rename this invis-wall right. Change the position to a positive version. Oh, that doesn't work. Why? Probably because it involves walls. Yeah. Get rid of the parent positioning. Just slightly offset. And we'll say 5.75 to make it nice and round. 0, negative 11.25. And then we copy the settings here in the positive direction. 5.75, I think. I think so. Although it looks like it didn't. Oh, because I didn't do this on the other side yet. So we round that out. Put in the corner. Wrong corner. There you go. See how that plays out. Oh, I gotta move this over one. Okay. So now, hopefully the player can't get in there. Whoa, why is this so soon? Did I already fall off? Oh no, I'm in a safe spot. Yeah, so can I get in there now? No, what the heck? Invisible wall, how have you failed me? Is the collider not matching up with the sprite? No, it is. It's the deal, game. Need to be static, maybe I was pushing it away. Collider does look right. Right? But at least there, I was able to run right through it. Same deal here. Let me double check the physics layers. Maybe they're not what I expect them to be. Player. Start coin spawner. Where's invisible wall? Yeah, player should collide with invisible wall. Isn't he? Are you not? No, you are a player. Oh. The Vox Collider preview was lying to me, I think. It was a tiny, minuscule collider that just like defaulted to 1-1 when I opened up the edit. Yeah, that's what I want. You can't get in there. Oh, but the other important thing, ooh, and rats like consistently make the jump now. Cool. Don't have it yet, but when the rats are looking down instead of forward, they also then will jump here, which gives a bit more chaos in this middle area, which I think is underutilized, too safe right now. All right, but let's finish fleshing out the area here, just like some slight changes are needed. Just take this all the way to the top. Not that one. This all the way to the top. Fill this in. I think that should be it. Does that look fine? Is there other? I'll add the ceiling in a second. Let's see if the. Okay, no, this needs one more. This is an idiotic window size. Gotta change it. I feel like maybe I should have maybe the kind of setup here where game and scene are in the same window is not the way. I should just put game on a different monitor. Anyway, I feel like I constantly have to fix the sizes of these windows because I want to see things in 100%. Yeah, it looks good to me. Oh, why are those rats getting stuck up there? What's happening? I think this is the ceiling rats with some bad spawn positions. Anyway, let's get the warning ceiling rats and then we'll look at the spawn positions as well to see if they need to be fixed. So the idea here is instead of falling directly from the sky, we'll put like a layer of floor up here that the player can't actually reach, but you'll see them like walking along for a sec before they fall through one of these gaps. And so in theory it should be fairer. So let's just fill out the rest of this. Okay, give me 2. And I'll just like do some symmetrical use of the space. That's not it. See, like there are these extra like other controls hidden underneath. All right, whatever. I'll like see. I am now there's this one like all right, I'll just draw a new one. Like because I don't know what the key sequence is or whatever to like get the exact. But now it's giving me trouble. But yeah, I feel like because I don't know like whatever exact key sequence copy is, it's just like just draw another one. But it's like you select it first, then you shift click, or if you're in the move tool, you can control click to select. It's I don't know. It's too hard to remember. I'll do a middle one as well. I think it's one wider just so it like lines up on both sides. Right, 2, 2, 2. All right, put our player back down in the thick of it. 0, negative 12.5. Give us back our game view. And let's try it out. Technically, they can still fall through here, but I guess I don't know. It should make it more predictable. The audio back. Yes, we have yellow rats threatening the upper platforms as well, which I like. See, like that jump was slightly more dangerous. These holes are in a good position to threaten the upper platforms. Ah, killing me. Yeah, so really we just need to threaten the middle, which jumping rats hopping across would do. It would be a slight amount of less threat on bottom center here, but that's already the most dangerous location by far. So like taking some threat out of there would be fine. I'm not gonna make so close. But I think we're good on whatever the first task was. Adjust arena for viewpoint change, move components as necessary. Yeah, I'm gonna add a note here, offline task. Review boss arena in portrait mode. Add boss health bar to deployment UI switcher. So it also works in portrait mode. All right, we did a thing. Next, attack telegraphs. So I think the idea here is Move this. I want to do squish stretch first because I want the squish to be part of the telegraph for the jump spew. So let's just do the squish and stretch now. So first I'm gonna try just a normal scale switch and stretch, which will squish and stretch the whole ball. I think if I want to get fancier, it might be better to do it with particle components. Make instead of making the individual rats smaller, make the particles spawning slightly different so that it like achieves the same desired effect, but that's a lot trickier. So let's start with just high level scale. Let's go to bosses, prefabs, rat boss. Got two particle systems here, but we really just want, I guess the whole thing should have the animator so we can get whatever children's stuff we want. We add an animator. Let's open the animation window. And then I would like to create an animation for rat boss. We're going to put it under assets, graphics, animation. Oh, wow, there's no folders here. I'm going to make a note of that. Clean up graphics, subfolders, animations are all together. Organization. Okay, well, this is going to be back. Well, I'll start now and make a new folder in here for rat boss. It's going to be rat boss jump start. Okay, so when you start jumping, we want to like squish down and then up. So like it'll get smaller and wider and then squeeze into taller and thinner. So let's go to transform scale. Let's get rid of Z because we don't care about it. Oh, you can't? That's so annoying. Really? Ah, whatever. All right, so he starts out at 4-4. I guess I want to make this relative because the scale changes over time with the health, right? That's tough. These systems won't play nice together unless I use different hierarchies of scale. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah, you know what we'll do? Here's what we'll do. Where we do it, are messing with scale stuff. Instead of spawn boss transform local scale, we'll do spawn boss dot get a transform dot get child or something. Yeah, get child 1. So this just sets the particle parent as our as what the script is scaling, and then the animator is free to scale like the overall parent, grandparent, rat boss, and the scale hierarchies will just be applied correctly. Let's see, I just want to double check really quick, get him to 75% or wherever where he would get smaller and be sure he's still getting smaller. Oh, this is an interesting bug I found in Unity, I assume. If you have the ooh, that was not right. Oh, you know why? Because these numbers are wrong now. These numbers were assuming the other scheme that like starts at 4. We need to assume a scheme that starts at 1. So scale is the last thing here. So yeah, see it's like 4, 3, blah blah blah. This instead needs to be 1. I don't know. 0.75. 0.5. I guess it should only be 0.5 at the end if we're trying to do a similar relative thing. So distance between here would be, yeah, what, like third? So it's like 6, 7? Or like a 16th? Be 625 for an additional 1/8. Yeah, I think this is, I mean, this is like linear easing towards the end, but it's fine. Close enough. Why is this guy spawning? I never figured out why this guy is spawning in the wall there. Oh, it's just, oh, it's falling through, there is no top. It's falling through the top. Right, because the spawn X positions need to be smaller. Let's fix that really quick while we noticed it. It's spawn, lower platform X. Oh, this is right. The ceiling. Ceiling rats. So yeah, I say it can go from 15. This isn't what I want, and I shouldn't just be using a hard-coded value here. It was 15 over 17. Want to just scooch it in like 2. So if we're currently at like 14 or something, I think just doing 75% is probably fine. So is this base? Oh, this is Y. This is fine, I think. I don't even think I'm like tracking any Y thing. Yeah, it's fine. But this should be a function of the bounds. That's like in platform left, K left or something. Add spawn left and 0.75 should be the ceiling rat X spawn area. There. Now they should spawn in a narrower horizontal band, and they shouldn't spawn on the far walls here that have like no middles, no tops and middles. Yeah, I forget if I actually said, bug in Unity, if you have a prefab open that has like a particle force field, this registers as like, oh, I have a particle force field at 0, 0. See how it's getting like kind of pulled down? And if it moves over to the right, it's getting pulled kind of to the left. Yeah, I was debugging that for a while. I'm like, what the heck? Why is this doing this? But yeah, it turns out it is just, I don't know, maybe it's an intended behavior somehow, but from my perspective, it seems like a bug. I got killed before I could win. But fixed the ceiling spawn area, so that's good. What even supposed to be doing? Oh, squish and stretch, right. Yeah, I was reviewing that our rat boss there is his scale still works when we're using basically a lower scale in the hierarchy. So now on the animator, we're free to change the top level scale without worrying about it interacting negatively with that existing scaling stuff. So hopefully it'll preview it on our boy here. But yeah, so we start at 4, and then we want to do squishing downwards means more X and less Y. So on this one, let's say 5 and 3. Then let's add another key. Just to another frame to go even slightly lower, have like a low point there. Then we add another key here. I wish I could delete this row. No, I see I can't. And then we will start going back in the other direction. Right? So see, we can preview just by clicking through here. Oh, I guess I can on both screens at once. That's kind of annoying. Maybe I'll just do it over here. Make it way smaller. So yeah, squishing down, squish, but then he needs to shoot back up. So it's going 4, and 5-3. Why is it so 5-3? Okay, this one should be 6-2. Get rid of this one, but move this one over. So 4-4, 5-3, 6-2, and then we would start going in the other direction, but like it's like a spring, right? So it should be faster. So whereas this doing every other key, when we start going back in this direction, we'll do every key. Oops, it invented that key for me. Yeah, this one, 5-3, 4-4, and we keep it going to get narrower and taller. And then stream. Then we just at a normal-ish rate, which we would say is every other, we go back to normal. So do 6, 5, or 4. All in all, we I think that looks right. Let us see it in action to see. Why does this change so significant? I missed a step. Why do these, so 6-2. No, some of these didn't get set like I expected them. 5-3, 4-4, yeah. B4, 3-5. Oh, I see. You don't like deselect the window. 5-3, 6-2. Oh man, this is so annoying. 4, 5-3, 6-2. And here I think we do 6-3, 6-4. Why are you doing this to me, game? Just trying to enter numbers. 6-3, 6-4. 5-4. 4-5. 4-6. 2-6? No, 3-6. Add another key. That is 2-6. You just move these keys over to. Okay, so 4. Then we're going down, going down. We're starting to go back up. 6-3, 5-4, 4-5, 6, 2-6. We immediately level back out. Okay. We need to open up its animator, I think, and we also need like an idle that just does nothing. Idle, no motion. And this is the default state. Okay, so as a quick smoke sanity check, we run the game. Make sure it's still, we're not calling that new animation. It shouldn't do anything. Yeah, it looks like he's still behaving normally. Okay. So now we add a transition back. I want him to go back to being idle, but it should be turned way down. In my experience, it's always way too fast. Slightly faster. And then here in our boss controller, we're gonna want to have our animator. Then on jump. Oh. On land, no. Ceiling rats, no. Jump attack. You jump, and then animator, a play animation, play, I guess. And the name is rat boss jump start. Okay. So now when he jumps, hopefully we see our squish, and it should go back to idle though. Oh, it crashed. Oh, we forgot to get the animator. There, now we have the animator. Let's try again. At least it tried to play the animation. Hmm. Oh, I forgot to set the animator controller. That's what that warning says down there. Set it to rat boss. Try again. And let's close out of the prefab so we stop getting this particle gravity thing. Too slow. Way too slow. And I feel like the jump needs a delay. Um, yeah. So I guess do jump delayed. Still set jumping here, but we don't actually do this until here. And we can invoke jump delayed after like half second. Basically, the upward motion, like the visuals of the jump is the upward motion would come at the end of the animation, but like in its current state where it doesn't have a delay or anything and it's pretty slow. It is it's the jumping happens immediately, so it doesn't look right. Try it again. I have to remember I also at some point need to mark the animation as not looping. I don't think it matters if it has transitions and stuff. That was not it either. And I spelled delayed wrong. All right, I can't actually set M jumping equals true because that's when the horizontal movement happens. So we switch it there. And I need to get the typo out of do jump delayed. Boom, there. Try again. I guess, and while I'm thinking of it, let's mark that animation as non-looping. Graphics, animation, wrap boss, time. Oh, okay. Hmm. So I'm not sure. We can. Something about the delay is messing up physics of the jump. Not sure why that would be the case. It's very interesting. I guess maybe I truly have no idea why adding the animation would mess with his jump. So if I just have the jump delayed, no animation, is his jump fine? It might be that if the physics is changing, it's like triggering land again. Jump. Interesting. Yeah, it does seem to care. Okay. Ugh. So I guess I need another entity in the hierarchy, like the node hierarchy there for a boy. That lets me control the visuals independently of the particle parent without affecting knock like the physics. So let's add a new empty, call it visual parent. Particle parent goes under visual parent. What, didn't I just have a get child 1? Yeah, get child 2. Or no, it's a grandchild now. Hmm. I guess get child 1 dot get child 0. I put yikes rework and add a note to my OneNote. Figure out scalable good way to handle multiple layers of scale like in Rapos. Just many levels of hierarchy probably. That's fine. I bet there's a way to like animate with relative values, like give me 80% of the current animated value, but I don't know how to do it. Okay. So, and now on the animation, I guess we put the animator on the visual parent and it'll just work. Boss, get rid of it on the main here. And then where we were getting it, we have to get it in the child now. All right. I need a capital N. Oh, cool. And I go through water so fast. Yeah, water bottle. Massive, oversized, comical water jug. Okay. What's our man gonna do? Right, nothing. Like, what is this flickering? It's because I'm at 0.999x. Killed so quickly. Yeah, so that didn't crash at least. Let's try turning the animator back on. So now the animator is still messing with scale, but it's no longer messing with physical scale. It's not messing with the rigid body. It's not messing with the collider. It's only messing with visuals. So it might look weird, but it shouldn't affect the like practicality of the jump happening anymore. That's not right. Oh, I have to apply the same sort of logic I did before, where go animator on our Rapos, because these are in like values of 4. They basically need to all be divided by 4. So 1, 1, 1.25, 0.75. 6 is 1.5, 0.5. 1.5, 0.75. Just entering numbers. 251, the exciting world of game development. 125. 6 is 0.75, 1.5. 0.5, 1. Alright. Let's take a quick look, double check that looks fine. So I close it. We open our wrap boss, our visual parent. Control 6 should be the animation window. Cool. Close the animator so we can actually see our wrap boss. Why can't we? I guess because he's a particle ball. Well, whatever, we'll find out. Alright. What you got for me, Ratman? Ow. Kinda. Really. Hold on. Get the best view I can and watch this happen. Yeah, I just need to better align the delay and the movement, which in this case is just cutting down the delay a tad. I think as another animation thing, you could send animation events. But again, I'm not familiar. I'm gonna look. Research animation events as trigger things like jumping rather than using a static delay. Using a delay, you can like get it to a good estimation, assuming everybody's like running at a good frame rate. But if anyone is ever lagging, your delay is going to be very wrong, stupid. Looks okay. I'm gonna just move it down slightly. It has some problems that can be improved, but really, I care more about like slotting in the animations and being sure they're called properly, shit like that. Then I can do the freaking try 100, guess and test 1,000 values offline. Oh no, I almost fell. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Again, it's more about the what's it called? You know, calling stuff, the framework, the foundation. I guess I just want to kind of duplicate that, I think, and tweak it slightly because we still want to, when we're landing, we still want to go down. We just, I guess, don't want to go up as high, and we want to level out sooner. So let me go to graphics, animation, rat boss. Let's duplicate our rat boss jump start to rename it here to rat boss land. Put it up in our animator. Here should be quicker and less dramatic. So here, I just can move this over, and go to a less extreme scale. This key. Oh wait, this isn't what I want. So, Squish. Oh, these are all messed up. Damn you. I'm just going to delete this and start over. All right. So obviously we still start at 1.1. But here, let's just go to 1.1, 0.85. Just cut down the numbers pretty much across the board. So then we would hop back to 1.1, 0.85 here. And we would go up to, sure, yeah, 111, and then 0.85, and this key, we just give that bottom frame a second to breathe. Just going back to So the land, same idea, but shorter, less dramatic. Where's on land? Ref boss. And okay, and we have to just double check the animation controller. It has the right states and stuff. Uh, 10 million clicks to try and get. Oh, I don't. I guess because I duplicated it, it doesn't have a state. So let's add it. Ref boss land. Ref boss. And at whatever this speed is, 0.5. And this also should go back to idle. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that I missed it as I was max mic, but I think I saw it in a second. It looked good. Yeah, because you got like the spew happening at the same time there. But yeah, we didn't expect it to be perfect here, but definitely an improvement. I think the land looks better than the jump, and also part of the problem of moving it completely away from physics is it's hovering now. Not messing with that. There's some interesting, I don't know, stuff to mess with. I don't want to resolve that like hierarchy right now though. That's why I made a note of it. And add this. So yeah, now we don't even need an attack telegraph for the jump because like the jump squish is so animated. But we do. I think we want to make a telegraph for spawning a couple things. Spawning ads from the ceiling, spawning ads from the sides. And I think I'll leave the rat chute for now because I don't know exactly how it'll fit into like a pattern, a telegraph boss behavior pattern. Yeah, so let's go to our boss and add I guess two. I guess on one level, maybe I should just put it on the boss controller for the. If they're not going to be based on the boss, which I feel like that might be the case if we're just going to do it in these 4 slots or up here, we can just do it on the boss controller directly. So I want to add a particle system here. It's going to be up here. Its emission is going to be a line. Give line, edge. A horizontal edge. I guess it just needs more width, right? Yeah. And then it's gonna shoot the other direction. Where I guess is that emission? Why are you going up? I want you to go down. If I say it's a -1, does it go down? This direction, I totally forget. Maybe I just need to do a 90-degree rotation or 100, 180. Yeah. Okay. So I just want the idea of like some dust falling as a prelude to rats falling, like when that type of thing happens. So starters, I want their lifetimes to be such that they're dying around when they reach the top level. Should give them some random rotation. Random between 2 constants here. I should say like between 0 and 360. Truly any rotation you want. Renderer material is gonna be. Don't we already have a spray base particle. Yeah. We switch it to brown. That's brownish. And then smaller in general, but a range of sizes. We'll say like 0.3 to 0.6. And a range of speeds as well. And I want to give it slightly more lifetime because we're going to shrink it away to nothing. And way more dudes. 50. Size over lifetime. Up our curve. I guess we have to open the curve in editor. I just want to go the other way pretty much. We had a key like 35% of the way through, so it keeps size for a bit longer before dropping off at the end. And it's slightly down. So have the start is the start, you know? Not like losing a bunch of stuff off screen. And I want the emission be like a burst. I guess if I make the duration as 0.1, that's the equivalent, right? Just, wow. Stop. Oh, I have to turn off looping. That's why. 3, 2. Should really be like just an initial burst. So I'm just gonna keep turning it down. And then I might need to increase the emission rate because you know it's a rate over time. Yeah, it just needs some more dude. Not 1,000, but 100. I think that's fine, just with a slightly less lifetime. Okay, cool. So we have that particle system to say like, hey, stuff is coming from the ceiling. So where are we doing ceiling rats? Right here. Okay. So instead, what we'll do is first we need to get the particle system. So we have private particle system m ceiling particle system. We can say m ceiling particle system dot like emit or something. Something like start or play. Yeah, play is fine. And then invoke ceiling rats after, let's say, like half a second. See what that looks like. Oh, right, and I need to change this to not like play on awake. I guess it. On awake. All right. Oh, what happened? We did not get our particle system. So m particle I guess I want to start with getting an array because I'm about to also make a particle system for the jumping rat spawn. E systems equals a component in children, components, children, particle system, and then M ceiling is P systems 0. Okay, we good? Yeah, I think might need slightly longer delay. They kind of are coming down. I want them to be coming down like distinctly after the particle warning. They're kind of coming down as it's ending up. So another quarter of a second there. But the framework calling the stuff to work. Just try and win. Oh, I got blasted there. I'm that much further to make it. Oh, this is a bad place to be. Oh, we're almost done. Oh, just blasted by the multi-hit. Let's try again. Just immediately feels fair, though, with these warnings. I don't think necessarily every attack is going to be happening every time like it is right now. It's just a good configuration for testing. Ah. Oh, not even close. Not important though. Alright, the other particle system. We need another one. So, that a second particle system here. Oh, can't. Yeah. Children. So I'll add ceiling particle system. Its own child here. Copy component. Paste component as new. Go back and delete the component. And then make a new child that is our jumping rat particle system. Here, we add our particle system. Instead of, should go back down here, and then ceiling system specifically should move up. That's it. That's fine. But our jumping rat particle system here needs to be edited. Let's open editor. Shape. I guess a cone is fine, but we want a subset of the angle. It's like 45. Right, I think I want to do 45, and then we'll do like flipping and stuff. Right, if I do -1, does that? Oh, it doesn't like that at all. But if I do rotation 90, like 270. Yes. I could say the angle. So like 45, or I guess like 60 is what I would want. 90? I don't know, this isn't offset how I expect it to be. We just make an edge. I think it's simpler. Ba, ba, ba. Just a circle. Get rid of the arc, or I guess set back to 360. Significantly reduce the speed. Let's give it material and make it yellow to match the rats. Shorter lifetime. Just add some noise. Give it like that more randomy feeling and random rotation. I want it to appear on top of stuff, so that is it's like position, order, and layer. Yeah, like 20. Size smaller, but more of them. Oh, that's speed. Whoops. Size. Actually, we should do a random between two constants, but both are smaller. I guess maybe not that small. And if I just put this like here, does that... I think this does just communicate it well enough. I think I want them to shrink away. That size over lifetime. Same deal where I got a key in the like 3/4 so that it can keep most of its height for a while, but still go down to like pretty much nothing. The end. Fourths-ish. And I kind of want to turn down the noise just slightly. Actually, I think I want these to grow and shrink. So we add like a 0.25 or 0.15 key. Let's do 1.1 to get most of the way there. And then add a key like plateau. Let's say 0. There. So now they like appear out of nothing, grow back into nothing. I also, I don't like this noise frequency. Yeah. I think that works well enough. Oh, I guess hopping back over here to show the thing. Maybe just more boys. I think I want them to fade in and out in addition to shrinking. So we already have a gradient for that. This looks fine to me. I think it just needs to be offset slightly. Like here. So you're killing me, game. Alright, move it over. Like here. So that is negative 10.5, 3.5. Let's see how those values are compared to our main thing. So it's -3 of this and plus 0.75 of this. +3 plus 0.75. Yeah. Or, inwards 3. It matters which direction you're picking. But, okay. So, where's our jumping rat spawn? I think it's called, like, special. Well, even before I get there, first things first, we need to hold on to our other particle system. We'll call this m jumping rat particle system. And we're gonna hop all the way back down here. We got our other particle system and get our new one. Rat particle system, p systems 1. I guess I also want to back to my system here. Because I got to make sure it's not looping and stuff like that. I want the same deal as the other one. I want it to be like a one burst, really. That probably will require, I don't know what this video is. Alright, yeah, for some reason it wasn't loading there. Alright, looping, no. Duration, let's say like 0.5. Start. It's not long enough, slightly longer, 1 second. And I think just more emission in addition to being shorter. Emission at the top, right? 50. He's a bit too much. Give me 25. We're actually random between 20 and 30. How about that? Okay, that's fine, I think. So we have our system. Now we look to spawn special ads here and I guess here I would want to really I should just have a I guess there already is a spawn special add impl that handles the delay and stuff. I think I just need to add an initial delay, right? So I say something like const float k initial NITIAL delay is 0.6 seconds. Here in delay between initial delay plus spawn data lean times I. I'm gonna add a note for anim to play. Warning anim. Then we do m particle system, whatever is called jumping rat particle system dot play. For warning p system. We know. Uh-oh. We not know our position at this point. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, see, it's picking a spawn location every time. It doesn't have a consistent spawn location. So, what do I do about that? I think there are 2 options. And it would either be to cache the like information on the class, which I don't want to do, or I just do start coroutine instead of an invoke so I can just pass parameters. Yeah. Spawn special add impl. Oh wait. I guess what was I doing differently here? Oh, it just yeah. Copy this. Place basic with special on special. We're not passing pass. B want to pass like B top, B left. Then we add those parameters here. Get rid. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be B, right? I'm gonna leave it just to so I can leave it, you know. Okay, instead of pass, let me go back and steal this. To just randomly roll 50-50, but it's one roll at spawn time rather than a roll for each add spawn. So that's this. B top, B right. Gonna swap these so they match. Rename this delayed. Good. Spawn special. Oh, I special. Okay. Now we have a coroutine, so we can pass these parameters to the same the whole time, and we know them here. That was the thing that more concerned me. We have to know our parameters here because we're going to take our particle system and we're going to set its position. So I'm going to say float p system x equals b right. Then it is m left, k something, k add spawn right, -3. I could say const float k p system offset x is 3 -3, else it's k add spawn left plus kp system offset x. Okay, and then we do the same idea for this, except it's always above. P system y, I guess p system offset y, and then our float p system y equals b top, then k add spawn top plus this, or I'm gonna just enclose this because it's the same offset in both cases, so we can get that result and then just add the offset to both. Offset y. Okay, so now we have our x and y positions. We're going to take our particle system, transform.local position. We're going to move it to like the cubby hole we're going to spawn rants out of. Oh, this next line. So move it to that position and then tell it to play. So that yellowy particle system, which should not play on awake, by the way. That yellowy particle system should. Oh, it's complaining I have this open, basically. Yeah, no, that's not what you're complaining about. What do you want, filer? Clear. Os. Yeah, B top. B right. How about now? You happy? Yeah, it's pretty much happy. It's complaining about things, but not things that I have to care about. Alright, so we got our warnings particle system, first one. I'm not seeing... Oh, wait. Yeah, so we got both warnings. I mean, that might be is a little bit understated. Maybe I can make it last slightly longer, or, you know, have more particles. And I'm getting obliterated, though, looking for particles. Let's give this slightly more duration, 1.25 from 1, and slightly more emission Maybe slightly more speed as well, so it'll get further. And emission at the top. 20 to 30, 25 to 40, 30 to 40. Okay, jump in, we got our warning. Definitely is noticeable. Let's try and survive through to the end here. Definitely is slightly, well, I should never go to the bottom middle, it's such a death trap. Ah, try one more time. Yeah, these values definitely need tweaking. It's not a, it's fairer with telegraphs, but it still feels like slightly impossible. You have to get like kind of lucky. I'm gonna see what's up next on my to-do list. I probably only have time to do one more thing, but I might fix the rat spawn flip. You know what I mean? They're all from the main guy. They're all facing left. And from oh, I almost made it. But basically they're not, they don't randomly. Oh wow, I can still move during being dead. Interesting bug. I think it's unique to this page. But yeah, let's I'm gonna call that telegraphs done. Screen shake we can't really do now. Yeah, let's fix the rat facing because I'm not, none of these are really good things to end on, I feel like. So for our ceiling rats, we follow the function chain down. Spawn basic adds goes to spawn basic adds delayed, goes to spawn basic adds impl. Here, we spawn our boys. Wait, what? Oh, I jumped back down to spawn basic. I thought it was an infinite recursion because I was like, wait, spawn basic adds impl goes to spawn basic add impl, but I just need to expand this function. Okay, so it just calls spawn and then init. So the init function is where you want to do stuff. Yeah, so we just want to pick a random direction. Will be right equals random.range between 0.2. Does that random value equal 0? If it does, we'll face right. And I think if we're facing right, there's nothing to do. So really it should be B left. If B left, we go to spawn dad, set or get components, Q move specific direction, I think it's something like that. Q move direction? Oh, it's Q MBC direction? Yeah, okay. Movement controller specific direction. Not set direction. Vector2 dot left. See if that works. We should see a 50-50 mix where some people go to the right, some people go to the left. It'll be most obvious to spawn in the rats falling down from the ceiling. They are definitely all going the same way. Do they not use a facing? I feel like I might have already checked this. And enemies. Oh, well, first off, I had it wrong. They face left by default. Do you have a facing? Update, flip on facing, facing. They not have this move specific direction thing? They have swap movement direction on facing. But I think maybe I just need to also set their, let's switch this back to be right, but I think I just need to set their facing as well. Set facing to right. It's problem. Right? Okay, yeah, now they're picking a random direction. It seems like they didn't actually change their movement. They're also going to the left. Oh, you know why? Because I'm setting it to the left still. Yeah. So the default case, they're going to the left, and then the 50-50 case, they're going to the left. I updated it to right. Now they should go in different directions. Special ads already have this logic. I guess I need to look at the guy spitting. The spit attack would go through this copath too, right? Which is worrying for me. Actually, I wanted them to go the same direction at first, but I just kind of like the stupid, like chaotic nature of the other one. Man, I'm just getting wrecked. I gotta turn down the ceiling rats, even with the the warning thing. Doesn't help enough. Freak, self-damage, jump, ceiling, spew, shoot. So it's the third one back. It's this one. These are the least fair rats of all, so we gotta turn them down. About that. Okay. Back freak, self-damage, jump, ceiling. Yeah. So let's see if we can survive the end with with the slight reduction in ceiling rats there. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Ah, just barely clipped me on the edge there. Top middle is also a lot safer now. Considering this, maybe I should open the gap so it can drop on top middle. It gets chaotic so quickly. Oh, and if you falling to death. All right, I'll give it one more shot. Then I'm probably calling that stream there. Fix the basic rat spawn issue. The last little thing. As my struggle to even beat this, even with a delay, shows the need for tuning here, I think. But I think it's come a great deal of progress. Oh god, not that. That was the wrong slot. Ah. Oh, just barely made it. I think I'm gonna win. I think I got this. Oh god, famous last words. Got the multi-hit. Ah, god damn it. Alright, yeah, a little bit too chaotic at the end, but I feel like all the systems are in place that I want. I'm gonna fix this. Yeah, unfortunately there's we can't just slot in screen shake because the node I put here, and it doesn't work the same way if the camera is never truly tracking player. It needs to be like actually changing its position and tracking something for it to make its way back to the origin. Particle tweaking. This is instead of doing scale, I also have a to-do note about that. Like I need to figure out the scale hierarchy. Intro. This is all like polished up that might be good for next time. like an intro and a death sequence where the boss part fills up and like the words animates itself, like it'd be RATS, give it a different name maybe. Um, yeah, so would say not the most productive stream, but decent. There was this hidden cost. I bet when I look at the sort of like time breakdowns when I'm making the video, I bet this adjust arena for viewport change will be the most. That was kind of a hidden big rock to break, unfortunately. Um, Probably should have been part of the offline viewport changes, but you do. It's not. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I usually end at about 9, and none of these are really a good, quick and easy candidate, I don't think. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be looking to do next Tuesday. Might return to these like to-dos. We might go back to the main level. Or I can go back and hop through the main level just to talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I just want to like switch scenes. It's like it's a thing. All right. See, our main level here, it's now that we have the concept of like, okay, what is the viewport going to be? How much space is there to use, do stuff, and spawn platforms in? Now that we have a better answer to that, an answer that is closer to final, an answer that can work in both the planned deployment platforms, web and mobile, improving this platform spawning algorithm will be the next order of business. The goal would be, I guess, a couple. First, make it a little bit less cluttered. I probably will cut down the size of some of these platforms. Also, it should be saving the spline data of like jumps between platforms, so collectibles can be spawned on that line, so they're easy to collect. And then the grow isn't well aligned horizontally and vertically. You can see like mine vertically had already like well surpassed me, and like our non-big, non-too wide platforms are just spawning in now. See, like this spawn rate isn't the same. The goal there really is that as the vertical line reaches where the horizontal lines would be, that's when the horizontal line should start spawning. That's not how it is right now. So yeah, just more. Now that we have this viewport stuff, the next big offline goal is fixing platforming stuff, improving the level generation basically. Because once the level generation is improved, we take our boss man here. We take him and we stick him at the end of the level. And then all we need once we have we have our level with the boss at the end of our level, all we need to do is just load the next level and then make more bosses, make more stuff. We're just in the content generation phase at that point. Oh, why didn't I ledge jump there? I feel like that should have been an edge grab. God. It definitely still needs tuning, but I'll give this one last chance trying to beat this before. Oh, I got wrecked there before I hop off for the night. I feel like this is a good run. As long as I get a good yellow rat spawn. Oh, that was the worst yellow rat spawn. Ah, that multi-hit is killer. Ah, one more jump, or two more jumps. That's okay. We know the boss needs tuning, and this probably wouldn't be the first boss anyway. So anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in. We made some progress on polishing up our boss. There's still some more to do, but I think the most important things, like the animations, are done. And the telegraphs are kind of functional, so I think they consider them to be important too. So yeah, I will hopefully I might, like I said, 50-50, might tackle these offline, might just do platforming online, I'm not yet sure. But I will either be back next week with just one last round of polishing up this boss, or doing the meta level systems and sticking the boss at the end of the level. One of those two things is the most likely thing for next week's stream. So yeah, tune in next Tuesday at around 6:15, 6:30 Pacific time, I will be back to work on this some more. Thanks for tuning in. Check me out on all the social media stuff, Twitter, YouTube, like, follow, subscribe, all that, you know. Have a good night.